What is up? Let some people filter in here real quick while we're hanging out. Let's see. What's up, guys? How is it all going? I Heart Sushi, I see you. See, people are getting the notifications. Nice. Let's see, how's it going, Jericho? See you guys hanging out. Yeah, so basically poured myself a little drink for happy hour because we are just all stuck inside doing a whole lot of nothing. So figured I'd try to make this more of a regular thing and come chat with you guys, come hang out. And I'm going to try to see if I can get a few other guys on here to jump on the phone call and see if we can get a little conversation going. What's up, Izzy? Hi, Britt. Lakendale? Team Hall of Fame. Alejandro, I see you guys. So basically right now, oh nice, I love the Virgin Islands. Basically right now, just kind of hanging out. If you guys have any questions for me that you guys want to ask them in the comments. I will get to them. What's up? Orange County, that's like not far from me. I went to school in Long Beach, so spent a lot of time down in the OC. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments. I'll try to ask them. Let's see, then I can add them right here to said broadcast so everyone can see what the question asked that we're answering. So this right here is just rum on the rocks. I got some Flor de Caña 12-year-old rum sent to me, so I've been kind of trying it out. And not really much of a rum guy, to be honest, but I'm trying to get a little more into it. So trying this one out right now with a little bit of coconut water and then some ice. Pretty good. What's up, Mississippi? Toronto? Dang, we got everywhere up here. I used to play a lot of hockey in Toronto back in the day. I miss it. All right, let's see. Here we go. Favorite style of dress shoe? Right now, I think I wear a lot of tassel loafers. Like I have these Santoni tassel loafers, which I'm sure you guys have seen once or twice, and those are probably like my favorite, hands down. Let's see if we can get this a little more centered. Tassel loafers are probably my favorite, but I would say the most versatile are probably a pair of Cap-Toe monk straps that I have that I could probably literally wear with anything. But definitely loafers, for sure. Do I have anything? I didn't. Let's see. What's up? What do we got? Did I buy anything from the suit supply sale last week? I did not. I got actually the last linen suit I got from them. I got in their sale, and they have super good deals. I haven't. They just came. Do you see all the polo suit supply came out with? They're so sick. Were those on sale? Because if they were, I need to go get some. Let's see. I like this. It's 11 a.m. in Australia, but I'm happy to pour a drink right now. Cheers to that. Good morning. How are you guys doing over in Australia? You guys hanging in there? What's up, Japan? Wow, that's probably the farthest. Australia, well, no, Australia's a little further flight-wise, but that's cool. What's up, guys? Glad you guys are hanging out. What's a good style of shoe to pair with jeans? Literally, jeans are probably they make it very easy. The one thing I would stay away from is trying to pair something that's like very, very nice and like polished and clean. Like if you have a very brand new like hole cut shoe, it's not going to look great with jeans. It's kind of going to look out of place. But once those get worn in, I'd say it's fair game. But clean white sneakers, any of these boots up here, monk straps are great. I'd say like suede dress shoes make it very easy to go with jeans. That's pretty much that's what I would recommend. What pattern of suit would you choose after you have enough solid suits? I went window pane. I like a good window pane suit, and it was kind of. I buy a lot of summer suits because we live in LA. It's very warm, so definitely kind of some window pane or what else is in my closet? Yeah, I would say window pane is probably the next outside the box suit. Let's see. Here we go. We got a bunch of questions coming in. This is cool, guys. Alrighty, what is my favorite cologne? Um, Creed, not Aventus though. Aventus is nice. Aventus cologne is probably the best thing I've ever smelled in a long time, but I do not own it yet. But the Millisam Imperial, it's in a gold bottle. That's like my everyday. If I could wear one cologne for the rest of my life, that would be it. Though my friend Bobby did just send me a YSL cologne, and it is freaking awesome. It's very fresh, very summer, very springy. But I think it's like YSL Y, I think. Um, awesome. Very, very cool. I also like Le Labo Rose 31 a lot, and then their Neroli scent quite a bit. That's probably like my three solid rotation is the Creed and the two Le Labos. What else do we got? Actually trying to cop some double monk strap shoes. What would you recommend? Um, Double monks. Let's. Gordon Rush makes like my favorite pair of double monk straps of all time. Um, Magnani makes really good stuff. Who else? It depends. Like it really depends on your overall style. Like if you wear super slim shoes, you probably need something with like a cleaner, thinner double monk style. Um, if you need something, if you have like more of a standard fit silhouette, not necessarily big, but just standard. You could go something with like Alan Edmonds or something like that would be great. Let's see. What is my favorite long sleeve shirt or sweater to wear? And I just got this cashmere sweater from Everlane. It's like kind of like a mustard yellow, and that's I got so much use out of it this last season when it was kind of chilly out. That was probably my favorite long sleeve shirt of all time. Do I smoke cigarettes or just cigars? Just cigars. Never really got into cigarettes. Played a lot of sports growing up, so I was always under the impression that smoking cigarettes kind of diminished your lung capacity. So I kind of stayed away from those until I was actually forever. But then, quit playing hockey and quit doing all that stuff and kind of got into cigars more as just to like relax and hang out. And I probably smoke, 1 to 2 cigars a month. It's not like an everyday thing, but yeah, just cigars. I've smelt it, but I don't really remember what it smells like, honestly. Favorite dress shirts. Eton, um, Anto Beverly Hills. They make like custom shirts, which I mean they're kind of expensive. They're like 250 a shirt, which is a lot of money. I understand, but Eton is 175, 200 at that point for not custom. Taylor Store makes a good custom shirt. I get a lot of use out of my Indochino dress shirts. Mizzen and Main, I do like their shirts for casual situations because they're stretchy. I can actually move in them, but I will say that the collar on them is not necessarily like the most sophisticated looking. So if you're wearing it like business casual, it's totally cool, but I wouldn't go anything like super formal with it, to be honest. Um, let's see. This is a good question. What's the most essential piece of clothing for a 19-year-old who likes to dress up? Um, I mean, you're probably honestly like I didn't get much use out of a suit when I was 19. We did have to wear them to a hockey game, so I did get to suit up for that. But I would say like an overcoat, especially if you live somewhere that isn't necessarily super hot. Like an overcoat can be dressed up, can be dressed down, and still lets you dress up a lot. Um, but yeah, get like a couple good suits, and then an overcoat, and then just kind of rotate ties and pocket squares, and you'll be just fine. Especially when you're 19, you should be dressing. Unless you're, if that's your vibe, go for it. But most of the time I was jeans and a t-shirt when I was 19. Is it possible to tastefully wear a fedora? Yeah, I mean, people sometimes consider this a fedora, which I don't really consider it a fedora the way I think of one. But yeah, I mean, you can definitely wear, as long as it's well made and it fits your head and your face properly, I feel like you can pull off any style of hat, or at least someone can pull off any style of hat. What are my thoughts on a safari jacket? I've seen a lot of well-dressed guys online wearing them now. I think like Craftsman Clothing makes an awesome one. Suit Supply makes a great one. Um, I saw, yeah, my friend Brian Chan. He wears them all the time. A lot of like the really menswear guys wear those, and I've been honestly wanting to try it out. I don't know. I don't know how much use I would get out of it. Like I think it's a super cool silhouette, and if it fits your vibe, go for it. But I don't know if I would get so much use out of a safari jacket. I usually go for, either something like classier than that or something more casual. That's kind of like an in between, could go with anything type jacket. And I'd either go like overcoat or denim jacket in either situation. I wouldn't really split the middle. But if I got my hands on one, I'm sure I would probably wear the crap out of it because they're beautiful. Do I have a preferred cigar brand? Um, Honestly, I don't know if you've seen our 10 cigars under $20 video. A lot of my favorite cigar brands are in that video because my friend Pierre pretty much put that list together, and I've taken his recommendations for pretty much everything. So Tatuaje is awesome. Partagas, if you can get your hands on Cuban stuff. Um, what else is good? Hoyo de Monterrey is good. Nat Sherman, Oliva. The Avo Unexpected series is really, really good. Um, yeah, that's kind of my go-to. I think I just answered this question as well. Yeah, so any of those cigars will be great for you. You can pretty much smoke anything from those brands and you'll be just fine. But I would recommend, trying a few different flavor profiles and see what you're into because, some people like their steak well done and some people like their steak rare. So cigars are the same way. Like you can get light, medium, heavy. Just taste a bunch, and then you'll kind of develop your flavors from there. What are the best shoes for sweatpants? Um, Probably just like a classic white sneaker or some slippers if you're wearing them indoors. But yeah, like classic white sneakers, some like runners or like NMDs or Ultra Boost or something like that. Just nothing too fancy. It's a casual outfit, so anything casual will work. Let's see. Do I know Scotch grain? I don't, but I can look it up. So let's do that right now. Scotch grain shoes. Boom. Got it. Let's see. They look really nice. I will tell you that. Not familiar with the brand, but they look like they're very well made. Is it in Tokyo? Very cool stuff. I will definitely leave this page open and get back to checking on it. We got funny jokes in here. What can you say about wearing turtlenecks? I think it's like the easiest way to dress up pretty much any outfit in the fall and winter. I cop out from using a dress shirt so much in the fall and winter because I can wear a turtleneck. Like basically, it gives you the classiness of a shirt and tie without having to wear a shirt and tie, and it's more comfortable in my opinion. So I'm all for turtlenecks, like turtlenecks under denim jackets, turtlenecks under suits, turtlenecks under overcoats. Yeah, big fan of turtlenecks. Do I have a favorite light beer? Light in color or just like Coors Light? Um, I like a lot of kind of Kolsch's, or I'm a big fan of Yingling because I grew up in Pennsylvania, but I don't think that's a light beer. That's more of a lager. Um, but it's easy to drink, 4.5%, not too heavy. Where did I get those flower print dress pants from? They're from David August Clothing. So the guy who makes Conor McGregor's, like he made his like fuck you suit. That's the guy who made those pants for me. Doing some work with them actually, hopefully soon, but not sure when that's gonna get back up and going. Will I ever do a clothing giveaway? We do a lot of giveaways, except for some reason every time we do a giveaway on YouTube, like I DM or I message or I comment on the answer or the people who commented the winner, and no one ever emails me back. Like I've ended up giving so much stuff away just on Instagram after no one answered me like 4 times on YouTube. So I think we need to figure out a better way to have you guys enter our giveaways, because obviously we're not getting to the people who actually win these giveaways. And for the guy who asked if I'll do a shoe giveaway as well, yeah, I actually think I have a $250 gift card to Johnson and Murphy. So as soon as I can figure out how to get you guys to actually enter for real and win, um, I will figure all that out. Okay, so for the light beer, it's Coors Light versus Bud Light. Um, does Pabst count? A Rolling Rock? But if we're gonna go light beer, I'll drink Coors Light. If we're just hanging out watching a football game, that's fine. Over Bud Light for sure. Can I explain the one button rule for suits? Oh, yeah, well, we have a suit right here. So if you have 3 buttons, you can button the top button and the middle button, but you should never button this bottom button. And I'll show you, because as you can see on this suit right here, that this suit is pretty much cut to, like, it doesn't overlap. It starts to pull in weird directions right here when you start to button it correctly. So the suit is cut to only button this one jacket. They just have it there kind of for styling purposes. So yeah, just button this middle button, and if you have 3 buttons, you can button the top one or just this one, but never the bottom one. So hopefully that was helpful. What's next? What brand of dress shoes do I like? So back there's Two Boot New York, Taft, Magnani, Johnson and Murphy, Aquatalia, Santoni, um, Blake McKay, Gordon Rush, Crosby Square. I have a lot of dress shoes, and I love them all. They're all for different purposes, but best biker jacket for a decent price. Thinking about getting All Saints. All Saints makes great stuff. I'm not really familiar with the jacket that you're exactly talking about, but have you checked out Bodaskins? I'm not sure if that's in your price range, but for the quality of the jacket, it's probably the best priced and the best quality for what you're paying for in the game, and it's not terribly expensive for a real leather jacket. Leather's expensive, guys, so you kind of got to pay a decent amount for a decent leather jacket. Let's see what else we got. Have me and Blake been keeping in touch? Yeah, we talk every day. We've been trying to figure out how to set up a video, not not a video, but a video setup over at his place so we can start filming some solo videos. I think we got it figured out, so you might be seeing how to style a black t-shirt very soon from Blake. Cough, cough, hint, hint. You heard it here first. Let's see. I'm assuming you're talking about the flower pants. Yeah, just go to davidaugust.com. They should be on there, and they're they're a custom made pant, so I'm sure they still have some fabric laying around and they could make them for you. Best entry level jeans that look great cuffed. I love Montembeau. Montembeau, they're like $100 or $125, and that's literally the only pair of denim I really wear on a consistent basis. So I wish, yeah, check out Montembeau. I'm sure you guys will do great. Do a room tour. I would, except I'm on my desktop computer, so can't do that right now, but I could do a video of that eventually. I need to actually clean up a little bit first, but I can do that. What's up, Brett? How's it going? Let's see. What do you recommend for getting? Is this like a trick question? My hands are bound behind my back. My glasses are slipping down my nose. What do you recommend for getting my glasses back up? Well, I would say that you should just get some Nerd Wax, because if you put some Nerd Wax on your glasses, they will never slip down ever again. How do you not pronounce the G in Magnani? Magnani. It's, what do you say, Manani? 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 I don't know about that. But, alright. What's the process in making a YouTube video? Any advice for someone who is starting a YouTube channel, more younger audience? Let's see. I would definitely say, okay, so my process in making a video is I literally see something that is an issue for most guys, or some things that I struggled with growing up, and things that I think a lot of people don't know much about or could learn a little bit more about, and then I do a little research on the subject. I figure out how to formulate a video into something that's 5 to 7 minutes that makes sense and is concise enough, because I could talk about hemming your pants one simple way for probably 35, 40 minutes, but not everyone has the attention span or the time to watch something like that. So everything's got to be a little quicker. But I would recommend starting now, start putting out videos, get 25, 30 videos out of the way, because honestly, those 25, 30 videos are going to suck. Like, if you go back to our first videos ever, they're the most awkward videos of all time. They took us like 2.5 hours to film a 5-minute segment. Now we can get a video done in about 35 minutes, 40 minutes, and then I'll have it edited in the next day. But I did go to film school, so I did have a lot of editing background. But if you can make friends that like to do videography, like to do editing when you're 19 and 20, it's a lot easier to get people to work for you. So yeah, I would recommend trying to find just people that want to help you out and are interested in fashion. And then once you start getting some stuff in, you can kind of figure out a way to hook them up as you grow and figure all that out. Hopefully that was helpful. The rum's good. Honestly, more of a whiskey guy, but trying something new for a little bit. I think I'm going to do a live with my buddy Miguel, who runs a cocktail blog, tomorrow on Instagram, and we're going to kind of make cocktails live. So I think we're going to do some rum cocktails, and then we're going to do some whiskey cocktails after that. Have I ever ordered a suit from Men's Warehouse? I haven't ordered a suit from Men's Warehouse, but like anything, I'm pretty sure you can probably find something decent at Men's Warehouse, but you need to make sure it's tailored to you. Like, this suit right here is from JCPenney. and I just got it tailored, and it fits great. So you can get a good suit from anywhere. Um, it just might take a little more work to get it to fit you perfectly than something from somewhere else. What equipment do I typically use to shoot video, and how long is my editing process? So we shoot on A7S2s. So this guy right here, it's charging, but so this guy right here is our video camera. And then honestly, we shoot some stuff on our iPhone 10 or iPhone X. No, I don't know, the new iPhone 11, whatever. We shoot some stuff on that one, and then mix it all together. My editing process is very, very quick, mostly because I've been editing stuff since I was like 13 years old, so I kind of got it down a little bit. It does take a little bit of a learning curve, but once you kind of feel out how the video should flow, it's a lot easier. Yeah, it takes me probably 2.5, 3 hours to edit a 5-minute segment down that we shot 30 minutes of footage for, if that helps at all. Let's see. Love you guys in the show. Huge fan here. What's up, South Africa? Thoughts on the Spectator shoe? I used to have the Onitsuka Tiger sneakers. I used to have those all the time. They ended up getting a little thin for like how I wear my jeans, but it's like a great shoe. I love that brand. Not exactly sure what a Spectator shoe is, but I will look it up right now. Oh, okay, so it's like the contrasting like white and black kind of spat wingtip type style shoe. I mean, if you can pull that off, more power to you. Not quite my style, but yeah, if I feel like if I like older stylish gentlemen pull that look off super well. I just don't think, one, I've never tried it, and I don't even know where I would find a pair of shoes like that. But yeah, if it seems like something you'd be into, I don't think it would be the most versatile shoe unless you have like a lot of very simple kind of plain suits, because the shoes really are going to make a statement. Let's see. Will you guys ever so we were actually in the works of styling this kid that I met at I actually met him at like a Bumble dinner with Stella for Valentine's Day. They had like some influencers there, and then they had some people that were just on the app, and he was like, dude, I need dating advice, and I need just some help buying clothes. And I was like, I got you. Like, I'll take you to get a haircut, we'll go shopping, we'll figure it out. And we had everything scheduled, it was all lined up, and then yeah, this stuff happened. So now we're all stuck at home. We gotta reset and figure out, once this is all over, how we can get him in there. But yes, that is a segment we are definitely starting to work on, and want to do a lot more of that, because I think it will benefit our channel a lot more, because you see Blake and I in clothes that work, and like everything always kind of looks pretty decent on us. Not to sound too cocky about that, but we know how to fit things. So if I can show you something before and after, I think it will be helpful for a lot of guys out there. Really like your favorite jean? Yes, the jean jacket from Hudson is the best jean jacket I've ever owned in my life. Um, Similar alternatives, honestly, if you wear in like a good Levi's jacket, it will look like that. It just might take a good year of wearing it in, which I know a lot of people don't want to do. But honestly, I've never found anything that fits better than that Hudson jacket for me. But I did have a Levi's jacket that Blake gave me because it was too big for him. So he wore it for like 2 years, and then I got it, and it was just already worn in and had like a little bit of distressing on it from actual wear. So that was probably, yeah, I'd say Levi's is the best second alternative. What is the most dressed style in university? Which one? I mean, I guess you're saying like how dressed up should you get for college? I would say, not I wouldn't wear a suit every day, but you could you could throw on a nice pair of jeans and some sneakers and maybe like a sweater or an overcoat or something other than a hoodie and a t-shirt. And I think like a nice button down, if you want to tuck it in, tuck it in. But really, I think if you get your fit right in college, keeping everything casual, just that with a good fit is going to make you stand out and look phenomenal. Yes, so I'm going live with Brett also on Instagram Sunday at 3 p.m. If you guys want to tune in for that, I'll see you there. What would your advice be to someone who would like to start making videos? So I think we covered this a little bit, but I would just say just start putting out content. Find people that are doing the same things or similar to things that you are doing on YouTube as well, and try to do videos with them, like collaborate with people that are at the same level as you, and I think you'll be in good shape to start growing. And basically just be consistent, keep putting out content. Like, you're not going to grow overnight, so just put out 1 to 2 videos a week for a year, and if if you make it to 10,000 subscribers, that's huge and massive and nothing to be ashamed of. So what are your thoughts on wearing a tie with a sport coat? Always better without. So sport coat, you're thinking like blazer with not full suit on the bottom. Yeah, I would say no tie. Just leave it open, especially if you got a good collar that stands up perfectly. I would definitely with a blazer, and if you're not wearing a full suit, I usually always ditch the tie. I think it makes more of a statement, and especially if you have a good shirt with a good collar, you're good to go. Like that we did a video with, hey, Leo's a good friend of ours. We did stuff with 40 Over Fashion. We did stuff with Devin on Deck. He's a good friend of ours. I think Blake has been talking to Alex Costa about doing something with us. What is my Grail video collab that I would do with a YouTuber for Jen's Lounge? This is going to sound super dumb, but I would love to do something with Binging with Babish because I love to cook, and I've been watching his videos and kind of taking some of his recipes, and I think he just seems like a cool dude to hang out and drink whiskey with also. So, that would be my Grail video. But as far as fashion YouTubers are concerned, I like all the guys that do, like, we're pretty much friends with everyone in the fashion YouTuber space. So, any of those guys would be great to hop on a video. I think we're going to do a lot more collab videos this year. So stay tuned for that. What's my advice or pointers for someone aspiring to start their own business? Depends on the business, but also start doing something for the business. Don't worry about it not being good enough. Don't worry about what your friends say, because everyone that has a 9 to 5 job is going to tell you you're wasting your time. You should just play it safe. Trust me, I got a ton of that when I told people I'm going to be a YouTuber. So yeah, definitely just start doing something. Just keep going, because you're not going to be an overnight success until 10 years later. Just so you know. So keep doing what you love. I don't know what your business is, so it's really hard to kind of say. But for me, when I started Atlas and Mason, I just started making T-shirts and some wallets and lapel pins and pocket squares, and I sold them on essentially like an Etsy site. And then I sold a few at trade shows and sold a few at like flea markets and stuff, and then started Gents Lounge, and then Gents Lounge kind of took off, so we just started making videos full time. But I do want to get back to getting into making stuff. I don't know if you guys saw, we just put out our cigar cases for Gents Lounge. They came out freaking awesome. I'm so excited. Do feel weird trying to push products to sell when people are like struggling to buy groceries right now, so I think we're gonna kind of pause the release. They are available on the site if you want them, but we're not going to push them too hard until after everything gets a little bit back to normal. The Koyo white sneaker is awesome. Like, I own a pair of the gray ones. They're super great, super comfortable, super well made, great price point. Taft also makes great white sneakers. Um, yeah, basically like all of those brands that make the white sneakers in probably the $200 to $300 price point, they're all they're all really good sneakers. Like, they're all really well made, but some of them are going to fit your foot different. Some of them are going to look different depending on your style. So basically, it's up to you to decide which style of shoe fits your style of outfits. So, sometimes like a Taft shoe might have a little more weight, be a little bigger, have a little thicker last, and then the Koyo might be a little slimmer, a little, thinner silhouette. So it really depends on your style and what you wear on a regular basis. Any advice on fashion tips on how clothes should fit your body? Snug and not tight is the best how clothes should fit your body. So everything should be form fitting, but you should still be able to sit down without feeling like your pants are going to rip off. So definitely slim and not skin tight is the best. Anything that gives your body shape is going to be how your clothes should fit. Even on big guys, small guys, medium sized guys, as long as your clothes give you some sort of shape, you're in good shape. And then make sure they're not too long or too short, because you're either going to look way lanky or super short if your stuff is too long. I like this one. Yes, guys, if you guys are watching right now, hit that like button. It very much helps us out, especially, in times like these. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you, Benjamin. Best casual style in summer, I would say, jeans and just like a casual button down with white sneakers all day, every day. Thoughts on white wool pants? Um, I don't own any. I wear white denim like very rarely, but that's probably as much white as I get into. Oh, same question. Best suede jacket on a budget. Really depends on what your budget is, but I would say ASOS is a good starting off point. I got like a suede bomber from them, and I get so many compliments on it. I think it was like $60. So ASOS is a good starting point. Um, but I do really want to say, if you want a good suede jacket, then spend some money on it, because it's kind of an investment piece, especially if you want to wear it every day. And a good suede jacket is definitely worth it and will stand the test of time for sure. So I would definitely recommend um, spending a little more money. But if you want something just basic because honestly, the one from ASOS that I got, $65, looks great. Looks great from 6 feet away, social distancing, but after wearing it for 6 months to a year, you can see that the wear and tear is really getting to kind of a not greatly made jacket. Like, still looks great from afar, but I can notice some pilling on the cuffs and a little bit of wear in the suede. But for $65, what can you do? All right, guys. So yeah, just been hanging out at home recently, and if you guys have any questions, put them in the comment section below, and we'll get to the questions. Did you guys see our last YouTube video today about skincare? Um, just want to be honest, like, that skincare is no joke. Like, Geology is for real. I had everything. I had Kiehl's. I had Lab Series. I spent $100 on a pair on an eye serum, and the way Geology makes your skin feel is like phenomenal. Part two. Okay, so if you have $500, um, like definitely scope Nordstrom and like luxury outlets. My buddy Leo, if you guys follow Leo Chan, he's like the outlet king. But you can find like Gucci, Saint Laurent suede jackets for 500 bucks, and they're like $2,000 jackets. So I would definitely recommend finding something that's on sale. Like check out Gilt, Gilt. Great place for luxury goods at a discount, and you might get it at the end of winter, but it's going to last you for 5 to 10 years anyways. So I would say check out Gilt, check out Nordstrom sales, check out like luxury outlets if you have them in your area, or if you ever travel to California or Florida, go to the outlets because I found like a $600 Sandro coat for 150. Like the deals are crazy. So that would be definitely. I think 500 is a good budget too. You can definitely find something nice for $500. Any good places to get jeans on honestly like mostly any pair of jeans as long as they fit in the waist and the butt. You can take them to a tailor for $10 to $15 and get them hemmed and tapered to be perfect for you. So I've gotten $20 jeans from Cotton On. I've gotten jeans from Levi's that I just tapered and hemmed, and they're great. But make sure they fit in the waist and make sure they fit through the thighs, because you can't really change through the thighs if they're too tight. But you can taper everything else for $10 to $15. And yes, definitely recommend doing that. Let's see. Hang on one second. I've been trying to get some guys on here from my other fellow YouTuber friends to see if they want to come hang out and chat for a little bit. So let me send one text message real quick. Alrighty. And we're back. Ooh, this one's fun. What are my top 5 favorite cocktails? Old fashioned, sidecar, Negroni, probably whiskey sour, and maybe a martini, like a gin martini, probably would be my favorite. Sorry, I just read this question before I put it up and I looked for it. The most expensive shoe I own is a loafer from Santoni. They were like $950 and they are freaking awesome. I wore them for my engagement party to my wedding, and yeah, they're just comfortable. They look great. Like you don't need to spend $950 on a shoe, but also you don't need a Bentley. But when you sit in the Bentley, you understand why you buy a Bentley, and these shoes are kind of the same way. Like they're you just feel good. But from 6 feet away in photos, I have $100 loafers that look just as good, honestly. But there is just something about the way they feel, the way the leather is like soft and bendable, and the way it's sits on your foot. Like it's awesome. What's up, Phil? Hat? I don't even. What does that mean? Is that a good thing? I hope so. Thank you. This one's fun. All right. What is the best place I ever visited? I went to Rome and the Amalfi Coast with my wife like 2 years ago, and that was a blast. Like, best food, best people. Just we had so much fun just kind of exploring Italy, and eating pizza everywhere and pasta, and everything was so good. Got to see, ancient ruins because, living in America, you don't realize that they have like statues that have been around for like not thousands, probably like hundreds of years. Like America's 220, 225 years old. So it's crazy to see like, oh, this was a gift from the Egyptians, or this tower was built, when Michelangelo painted. It's crazy. So I think Italy is probably the best place. Actually, Hong Kong was cool too, and Singapore. Um, yeah. So Hong Kong or Singapore, I would say. Good morning. It's 6 p.m. here. Where are you at? What's up, Seattle? How's it going? Stimulus checks are in. Um, I don't know if I get one though, so that kind of sucks. Oh, Hong Kong. Yeah. What's up, Hong Kong? No, I had a blast in Hong Kong. Like that was so cool. Um, a lot more expensive than I thought it was going to be. Honestly, like Singapore was super expensive too. But yeah, definitely go to Italy. And if you get a chance to go to the Philippines, I do recommend the Philippines as well. Like we spent, I think, 3 weeks in the Philippines with my wife and her family, and so much fun. That's funny. Singapore is a fine city. Yeah, you get fines for chewing gum, you get fines for jaywalking, but it is like super safe, and I felt very, very comfortable being there the whole time. So, I mean, kind of an even trade. I don't know. What is my dream car? Um, Probably a Ferrari F12 Berlinetta or a Pagani Huayra if we're gonna go like supercar. But honestly, like a Audi RS7 would be perfectly fine for everyday driving for me. Um, and then what else? Probably like something old, like an old Jaguar, an old Mercedes would just be, I don't. It's fun to go fast, but you really can't use any car to its potential unless you get it on a racetrack. So it's you're basically paying to show up to valet and flex a little bit. But I would say, yeah, those are my dream cars. Top three fragrances. We covered this already, but I'll go quick. So Creed, Millisam Imperial, Le Labo Rose 31, and then the Le Labo Neroli are my top three. I did visit Cebu when I was in the Philippines. We spent 7 days there, I think. We went to see the whale sharks, and then we went canyoneering, and that was a blast. So canyoneering is basically like something that no one would ever let you do in America because there'd be so many lawsuits. But they basically take you on a 5 mile hike through the jungle and make you like walk in a river and jump off cliffs the whole time, which was so much fun. So if you ever do go to the Philippines and go to Cebu, go see the whale sharks and go canyoneering. It's amazing. Um, where can one buy a stylish face mask? I don't know. I would say make one out of a bandana and some rubber bands. You're all good. Who is making them? My buddy Rich Fresh is making face masks. Pretty much every clothing brand. My buddies from Pocket Square Clothing are making them too. Actually, if you're gonna pick up one from my buddies at Pocket Square Clothing. PocketSquareClothing.com. They make really good stuff, and they're doing face masks. And I think they're manufacturing a ton for people in LA because they're working with the city to get everyone in LA outfitted. So, yes, help them out. They deserve it. Top three clothing brands. That's tough. I really like Tom Ford. Um, I could wear Mott and Bow denim all day, and I could wear Eton shirts all day as well. But I really mix everything up. It's not like I'm kind of like consistently one brand, but those three would be my top three. Thoughts on men's wedding band, color, material size, etc. Um, what's up, Calgary? Do you play hockey? I'm a fellow hockey player as well. That's Canada. Sorry, Calgary Flames. Wedding band. So this is my wedding band. If you can see it, um, I got it from Cartier. But I felt like if you're gonna have one ring on for the rest of your life, you better actually like that ring. So I did a lot of research. I found a lot of wedding bands that I liked. Um, Really depends on like one your hand size and how like if you have thick fingers, you can get a thicker band. But my hands are just kind of long and skinny, so I went with a thinner band obviously, and then I don't wear a ton of gold, but this is white gold, but I have been looking at getting a second one that is actually gold for when I wear kind of my gold watches and gold accessories. But that's kind of maybe like a 5 year anniversary type gift. Um, but I would say, yeah, the thickness is really your preference based on how thick your fingers are. If you got thicker fingers, go with a thicker band. It'll just be more proportional. Um, and color is really up to you. I think silver or white gold is probably more standard and accepted. But if you wear a lot of gold chains, then gold wedding band. Um, Brands to look at. I looked at Cartier. I looked at Tiffany. I looked at like even the people that were doing it on Etsy, like Manly bands and stuff like that. I looked at going like custom with like a diamond or something in them. That's an option as well. But do a ton of research. Like look up every type of wedding band you can possibly find because you will be. I mean, you're wearing it for the rest of your life if you're getting married. So, make sure it's something you actually like and want to wear for the rest of your life. So that's why I picked this one. What's up, Andy? Good to see you. I need a haircut badly. How do I cut yours? Honestly, like, oh, my hair is a mess right now. It's so long and just, yeah, I need a haircut so bad. The sides are so long. It's not looking great. I'm really contemplating just kind of growing it out at this point. But yeah, so what I ask for when I get a haircut, if that's what you're asking for, I get a skin fade, a low skin fade, and then I fade it up to like a 2 at the top, and then I leave it a lot longer on top, and that's just for a side part. So he takes a lot of weight out of this side of my hair, and then everything just kind of falls this way. Which I mean, I've been wearing a hat all day, but for 5 weeks without a haircut, it doesn't look awful. It doesn't look great either, but I'm not. My barber said to not attempt to cut my hair, or else he'll disown me. So I'm hanging in there until we get out of this. So I'm either gonna have long hair by the time we're done, or I'm gonna go back to exactly what I had before. So guys, real quick, if you guys are watching this and you have answered a question of yours, give this video a thumbs up. It just helps more people see it, so we can kind of increase the viewership here. So that really helps me out. Appreciate that. Do I prefer Goodyear welted or Blake Stitch construction for your shoe? So honestly, I know I'm gonna piss a ton of people off, but I like Blake Stitch shoes. One, because I think they give off a slimmer silhouette. There are like really expensive Goodyear welted shoes. You don't see the wide sole of the Goodyear welt, and it's really really well done. But that's rare and few and far between. So for overall, I do like a Blake Stitch shoe because it looks a little bit cleaner. But a Goodyear welt is superior because you can resole it, but like honestly, how many people are actually resoling their shoes? I don't like. I don't think there's that many people going to a cobbler these days and actually care about like resoling their shoes. If you do, more power to you and go for it. But you can also resole Blake Stitch shoes, um, and you can fix those as well. But water does get into Blake Stitch shoes because the stitching goes up through the sole, so you don't want to wear those in the weather. But I live in Southern California, so I don't really have to worry about that all that much. So hopefully that helps. I sell everything on Poshmark, so everything in those boxes is on Poshmark. It's stuff that we use for videos, and then new stuff comes in every season, so we gotta get rid of the old stuff. It's not that it's not great or I don't wear it. It's just that I don't have space for it. So I am at Atlas and Mason on Poshmark. If you guys want to check it out, I can leave a comment. So yeah, that is my Poshmark right there. If you guys want to check it out, a lot of size 11 shoes, a few 10 and a halves, and then a lot of medium and 32, 33, 34 size pants, if that helps you guys out at all. Underrated mid. Hey, thank you. That's nice. I can see you pulling off a Hugh Grant like long. Hey, I mean, I would love to do like a long like hockey player long hair flow type deal. Um, we'll see. Do I ever buy two of the exact same item if I know it will get a lot of use? Yes. I mean, like especially like t-shirts and stuff. If I know I'm gonna wear like a gray t-shirt, I'll buy three of them at a time because, well, one, I've had this shirt for like 4 years, so I bought three more like 2 years ago because I love this shirt so much. Um, and that's been, yeah, like mostly basic items, not like suit jackets or shoes or anything, but definitely like basics for sure. This one's actually fun. So Atlas and Mason was the name of my clothing company, and it was supposed to be kind of my menswear brand, but I couldn't afford to make suits when I was in college because I had no money. So I was like, I'm gonna make t-shirts, leather goods. So I made belts, wallets, pocket squares, lapel pins, those kind of things. But the goal was to do suiting and bigger stuff. So Atlas and Mason comes from Atlas being like kind of like a roadmap or knowing where you want to go in life, and then Mason comes from kind of the builders who were masons, so you know where you want to go in life and you have the power to build it yourself. So that was kind of the brand behind it. Let's see. What are my go-to pants or jeans? Okay, so jeans, Mott & Bow. Mott & Bow is like my all-time favorite denim. Um, what else is good? Hudson. I wear a lot of Hudson. Pants. David August makes a lot of my pants. Really, I like honestly, it's hard for me to give like brands that I love because I get everything tailored. So as long as something fits me in the waist and the legs, I tailor everything else. And I don't know if I can't recommend a pair of pants to you that's going to be like these fit perfect because everything I do gets tailored. So it's kind of tough for me to be like buy these pants, but also go to the tailor because you can I like the style of pant, but I just don't like the way they fit. So I have pants from J.C. Penney that fit great. I'm sorry, man. Cheer up. We're gonna cheers to you. Everyone say, Dan, feel a little bit better. We'll get through this. It'll be okay. Hat's not that big. It's actually pretty small for like. I mean, it might look big in the camera, but compared to other hats, especially hats that Blake has. Do I follow a rule when wearing socks? Um, I mean, the more formal the occasion, the more I feel the need to wear socks. I guess that's the only rule I really follow. and I'd say like Gold Toe has the best value for what you get. Like you get a really, really, really well made sock for a really good price, and they have different like cuts of no-show socks. They have nice long socks that don't get holes in them. I've had a pair of Gold Toe socks for like a stack of them for like 6 years, and not 6 years, for like 6 months, and they're really, really good. My hands are bound behind my back, and I'm wearing sunglasses indoors. I think the sunglasses are probably the least of your worries at that point, bro. Like I would have someone take them off and maybe also unbound your hands from behind your back or ask for help. So yeah, that's my advice to that one. No problem. Glad to explain. Honestly, just wanted to kind of send some positivity out into the world. Yes. So recommendation for hem diameter 6.5. That's basically like how wide your pants are at the bottom. Um, it really depends on the size of your ankle. Like I literally tailor most of my stuff as tight as I can get my ankle through because I have pretty thick ankles. So yeah, 7 inches is probably my max or my minimum that I can go. But yeah, if you can go tighter, it really just depends on how your leg is because I also have really big calves. So if I take it down to 7 inches and then I don't leave it a little wider at the top, like every time I sit down, the pants ride up and everything gets super tight. So yeah, I would recommend. You can probably go a little tighter on jeans, honestly, because they have a little bit of stretch. But yeah, I would say if you find a pair of pants that fit you perfect, like take those to the tailor and be like, can you make them fit like this? Is it possible to rock a jean jacket with a pair of jeans and dress shoes? So like a Canadian tuxedo with dress shoes. Yeah, probably. I mean, like I would go like suede monk straps at that point, which is probably the most casual dress shoe you could go with, or like a dress boot would probably look better. Um, but yeah, I wouldn't go like an Oxford or a wingtip or anything like that. I would go something very, very like the most casual dress shoe you could find for it to actually work. What do I think is the next fashion trend? Face masks. Everyone's gonna have a stylish face mask. It's not just for the hype beasts anymore, guys. Everybody is rocking their Supreme and Louis Vuitton face masks for some reason. I get why, obviously, but that's probably the next fashion trend. I do think the '70s are gonna come back hard pretty soon, but I've been saying that for like the last 3 years, and they're kind of like trickling in. So it's funny that you don't really notice what a fashion trend is until like you're super deep into it. Like for most people, probably if you're watching these fashion channels like us on YouTube, you don't really see you probably see them here first and you're like either like that's cool or that's really weird. But you're gonna see what I guarantee you're gonna see most of the things that we try out down the road everybody doing. Like when joggers were first thing like 6 years ago, everyone's like, those are whack. And I mean I had a pair 6 years ago and now everybody makes a pair of joggers. Like you can't find a pair of sweatpants that don't have like a cinched bottom on them these days. So it's really interesting. It takes a while for trends to reach the masses, but whatever you see in high end fashion is pretty much going to trickle down like 3 years later. If it works in high end fashion, it's going to work 3 years later at Forever 21 or H&M. Dress shoe, favorite dress shoe, trouser, and suit. Like a good medium brown shoe with a classic navy suit is fire always, forever. I don't really have a problem with anybody wearing sunglasses inside, but if, it's just kind of not great etiquette. That's basically all I have to say. I mean, you can wear sunglasses in my house if you want to. You can wear a hat inside my house too. Just my wife said, just not your shoes. That's funny. 70s, not as far as bell bottoms, but like if you see like the knit polos and the styles of shirts. So basically, I would say the 70s style, but with a modern fit. So like kind of think of like the look of like colors and like silhouettes of the 70s, but just in a modern fit. So probably not quite huge bell bottoms, but you might see a little more wide leg flare with tighter shirts up top, but definitely like the colors of the 70s are coming back. Have I ever thought of creating new videos? Basic questions that men have, like how to buy a suit. Those videos get a ton of reach and have. Honestly, like, yeah, I think we've done those videos early on, and I think Blake and I have been talking about doing our first videos over again. So I yes, we should do like how to buy a suit, how to talk to your barber, all that stuff. You are completely right. Favorite best movies based on style alone. The Gentleman that just came out, everyone is like, I want one of those tracksuits so bad if you've seen it. Um, Crazy Stupid Love, any of the James Bond movies is like a seminar in, well, kind of. Like sometimes he breaks some rules, but overall, pretty good. Yeah, those three are probably awesome. Nothing wrong with a bandana and jean jackets. Maybe it's gonna be the Warriors. Also a good style movie, but more punk rock and not quite suiting. Um, good luck, man. Yeah, just start making videos, start pushing out like what you think you like people want to see from you and what you have knowledge about that you think other people don't have. Because basically, you need to have something that sets you apart. Like, what knowledge do you have that you can share that makes people want to watch that? So think about that, answer that question, and you're good to go. Do I see Gents Lounge as a fashion channel or a style channel? So fashion is something you buy, style is something you like have. I definitely think we're a style channel because we don't honestly link to a lot of the stuff we're wearing because we want you guys to think on your own a little bit and figure it out. And a lot of the stuff we wear is like 2 or 3 years old, so we can't actually link to it. So definitely we don't push too much fashion brands, unless it's like basic things like don't buy this exact shirt from this exact place. But we can give you examples of shirts like this that are on sale now. Definitely more of a style channel for sure because I think once you know how to dress, you don't need our advice anymore, which is probably bad business for us. But a lot of channels just tell you what to wear and not why you're wearing it. So glad to help and try to figure out, tell you the why of how to wear things and not just what to wear. Let's see. High waisted versus low rise jeans. Okay, so Blake actually like brought this up to me when we first met because I had a lot of low rise jeans and I was trying to tuck dress shirts into them and it just didn't look right because it made my torso look super long, and if you have like any sort of a belly, it's going to show, especially with the low rise jeans because you have that little like bump and then your waist starts. So yeah, it doesn't look great. So if you're going to dress up jeans, you definitely want like mid-rise, high-rise jeans like that sit at your waist, like right below your belly button. Low-rise jeans for casual purposes, yeah, you're fine either way. You can wear either one if you're not tucking your shirt in because no one's ever going to notice. But definitely, if you're going to tuck your shirt in, you want a more like put together, like fancy, classy look. You want high-waisted denim. but I mean, what's the sweet? So that's, I guess so, but like Tom Ford and Gucci, that's what they do. Like they are essentially 70s style. It's just they do it different every year, but they put different silhouettes on it. Tom Ford in the 90s made Gucci look like it was from the 70s, but just put a modern silhouette on it. So it, it depends on the brand, depends who's doing it. Um, yeah. Have I met Ashley Weston and Dorian? Yeah, they live like 3 blocks away from me. We've done a video together, and then we hang out, at Fashion Week when we used to go to Fashion Week, even though we don't go to Fashion Week anymore. Do I see wife beaters making a comeback, Magic Mike style? Um, no, I don't. I don't ever see them being. I don't know why you would wear that in public. Like maybe the gym, and maybe like out to go run an errand. But it's not a great look. It looks kind of weird and kind of got a really redneck vibe most of the time from it. Um, they are meant for undershirts to kind of like if you could like see your nipples through your shirts or something. But then you can always see that weird outline. So if you're gonna wear an undershirt, I would just wear like a full-on undershirt. I don't think I would wear a tank top. So to answer your question shortly, no, I don't think they will be making a comeback. All right, guys. So we've been on for about an hour now. Thank you guys all for tuning in. I'm gonna try to get some more guys to jump on with me the next time we do this because I can get I think 5 other people on here through Skype. So we're gonna try to get some other people on here, and then it will look a little bit like this. So that could be fun. But yeah, once again, thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, do that. If you haven't given this video a thumbs up, do that right now. And we will see you on the next one. Cheers, guys.